All right, Pac Manians, we're back with 11.11. This is the third page. I'm gonna do the top half because the bottom half, there's only two more problems down there, but there's like zero room, so I thought I'd just break it up. So we're gonna find the volume of the composite figures. I am going to use the addition job here, okay? Instead of like making one large cube and subtracting, I'm just gonna add. I mean, look at these. How are we gonna do the whole cube? I mean, I have to subtract twice, right? Subtract twice, and these are different lengths here, so it's kind of a mess if we do it that way. So I'm just gonna break them up and then add the total volumes together. I'm gonna label them as V1s, V2s, V3s, whatever, okay? So we take a look at this one. They broke it already here for us. So I know that my V1 right here, this bottom cube, okay, this one is 8 times 4 times 2. So that gives me that. So volume of 1 equals 8 times 4 times 2, right? And then my V2 is gonna be right here. And I have 2, right? So I know that it's going to be 2 times something, right? So what is my width? Well, again, I'm going to follow my edges. Boom, 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 boom. I get it right there. It's 4. Okay, so that's 4. So it's 2 times 4. And then I need to know my height. Well, what is this, right? I'm going to subtract this bottom part out because I've already calculated it in my bottom rectangular prism, right? So I'm gonna follow my edge. Boom, boom, boom. That's a 2, right? So this part up here is 5 minus 2, which is 3, right? Okay, so I've got it. This is the only edge I really needed to calculate. This one is the edge that I follow my edges and get, and this one they gave me, right? And does it matter what order I put my numbers in? No, I just write that one down first because I have it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go 8 times 8, which is 64. Inches cubed. So that's my first one. This is 64. And then here I've got 2 times 4 is 8, right? And 8 times 3 is 24 inches cubed. Okay, and then to get my total volume, I'm going to take 64 and add it to 24. 64 plus 24, right? 4 plus 4 is 8. 6 plus 2 is 8. I get 88 inches cubed. Or cubic inches, you can write however you want. Okay, this one, I'm gonna draw a line right here and break off this top piece. Okay, now I can know by looking at this cube up here, I kind of put my hand over it, I've got 6 times 1 times 7, right? Even though my length is on the back side, it doesn't matter because community probably tells me I can multiply them in any way I want. So this is my V1. V1 equals 6 times 1 times 7. Okay, and my I'm gonna put this down here just a little bit. V2, okay, what numbers do they give me? They give me length, right? They give me width. My arrow is pointing to this line right here, so I need to know my height. How do I find my height? Well, I follow my edges. Boom, boom, boom. There it is. It's a 1. So this is a 1 centimeter, right? There. Okay. So I got 3 times 1 times 2. All right. 6 times 1, that's 6, right? 6 times 7, I get 42 centimeters cubed. Here I've got 3 times 1, which is 3, and 3 times 2 is 6 centimeters cubed, right? And then I add those together. 42 plus 6 equals 48 centimeters cubed. All right, here's another one similar to that, just facing a different direction. Draw my little dotted line here. Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay. Again, I put my hand over this. I see I have 6 times 2 times 3, right? I just need those 3 numbers. So this is my V1. V1 equals 6 times 2 times 3. They're right here. Okay? Pause the video, see if you can find out what's missing here. I've got 2 numbers. Which number am I missing? Okay, you're back. I know my V2 is 4 times 2. And so I've got this side and I've got this side. It looks like I need my height, right? And so how do I find my height? Well, I follow my edges. Boom, 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 boom. There it is. It says 2. So this is 2. If that's 2, that's 2, right? Doesn't change. So I'm going to do these. 6 times 2 is 12, right? And then 12 times 3, 36. Perfect. Boom. And over here I've got 4 times 2. 4 times 2 is 8. And 8 times 2 is 16, right? Boom. So I'm going to take 36. I'm going to add it to 16. 6 plus 6, 12. 1 plus 3 plus 1, 5, right? So I get 52. So here I've got 52 cubic feet. So you can also write it like that. I just like the feet with the 3 up there, right? All right, now I'm gonna break this one up. Looking at this one, you can break it up any way you want, but it's still gotta make sense to you how you're gonna calculate it out. To me, I want to break it this way. I'm gonna get this one big slab on top. This is my V1, V2, V3. Okay, I'm gonna calculate those 3 volumes. And the reason I do that is they put this little number right here, 3, and it's referring to this edge right there, which means that this edge is 3, right? It goes right up to the top there. I know it's kind of tough to see, but if I did it like this, it'd be like this part, right? From here to here. Okay, so this is a 3 times 2. So I've got the height and I've got the length. What I need is, so this would be 3 here. Okay. What is the width, right? And I follow my edges. It goes from here to the outside edge. If I saw it, it'd be like a little dotted line going back like that, right? And then up to the top, it's 3. All right. So this is also 3 centimeters. All right, so my V1, that's my V2. V1, V2, V3. V2 is going to be 2 times 3 times 3. They gave me this 3. That's my edge, so I know that's how wide it is. It comes from here. I just wrote that 3 there because it's right there. It's kind of hard to see. Okay, so this is 2 times 3 times 3. All right. And my top one, it's 3 times 10, right? And I'm gonna draw my little line all the way across here. This 4 centimeters goes up to there, right? So if this is 4, then this must be what? 6 minus 4 is gonna be 2, right? So this little edge, let's see if I can draw it correctly. This little edge right here from here to here, the top part is 2. So I've got 2 times 10 times 3. Or 2 times 3 times 10 might make it a little bit easier, right? And then my volume 3, well, they give me 4, right? And they give me 2, and what's my width? Well, I follow my edges. Boom, 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 and I get 3. So this is going to be 3 right here. So this 4 centimeters is this part, 2 centimeters is that part, and 3 centimeters is my width. So I've got 4 times 2 times 3. You might have to go back and watch that over again, but watch how I'm tracking where my things are, okay? And the labeling, I wish they all had arrows, right? It'd make it easier if I knew exactly which one they're pointing to. Okay, and now I just got to calculate it out. V1 is 2 times 3 is 6 times 10 equals 60. 2 times 3 is 6, and 6 times 3 is 18, right? And then 4 times 2 is 8 times 3 is 24. Okay, and it makes sense. This is the biggest one, that's the smallest, that one's in the middle, so my numbers jive up. And then I just add them up, 60, 18, and 24, right? 8 plus 4 is 12. 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 1 is 8, plus 2 is 10, right? So I get 102. This is going to be 102 centimeters cubed. If you have to rewatch that one, rewatch it. But where I break it, then I got to track down those missing numbers. Remember, bottom line is you want to have 3 numbers. Okay, right? It doesn't matter which order I write them in because of commutative property. So just find your numbers, get them down. Notice I get them down, and then I find my missing ones and add them into it. All right, bottom part of this page is coming up.